have a question for you because presently the case we have in hand is the likes of Wike, Umahi, Tunji Ojo, and others jetting out of Nigeria to London to showcase Tinubu's achievements. And now I was made to understand that you are now, do I call it an APC chieftain in Delta State due to the recent move of the present governor in Delta State. So, as a politician yourself, what would be your scorecard for this present administration across board, not just in insecurity?
And before he comes in, please, if they are really trying their best, doing what they are supposed to do, must they do they have to loud it out there? In a Punch newspaper here, it says the press briefing is a strategic initiative to present the right narratives about governance in Nigeria to international community against the lies and propaganda of the opposition. Must you, if you're really doing the right thing, must you go out there to defend yourself? And who are to even score you? Is it those outside there in the UK?
All right, Prince Gostam, if you can hear us, these are questions for you. I'm believing solely that they are accountable to the Nigerian taxpayers and not where you go and then just brand yourself as getting the job done. So, what is your take on this?
Thank you very much for that question. Yes, I am now a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress.
Okay.
If you must recall, I started my political journey from the APC as a young man here in Delta. We only chased out by some people who felt that they have hijacked the party at that time. But God doing his own thing, we now have a new leader of the party who is the governor of Delta State, Governor Sheriff Oboriwori, who is currently advancing a small agenda to the new and cranny of Delta State. We, in fact, if you come to Delta now, you know that Delta State is now a construction site, and it is only proper that we all key to the more agenda. Since the more agenda is now collaborating with the Renewed Dope agenda, we as a people, we they have told us that they are connecting us to the government at the center. We as a people, we can't be more happier. They can't be more happy, a more a happy time than now because the governor who has led a resourceful, a responsible, and responsive government here in Delta, aligning with the power in the center is a very good one because you understand that a political relationship is key in all political arrangement. Now, to your question, as a journalist, you must understand um, the international perception when it comes to political engagements. You cannot remove international perception in political engagement. And you know that over time, opposition people, they seems to want to um, use the international community to undermine every ruling government, including myself. We all are. We all are caught in this web of bias most times because when we are not in the mainstream, we tend to use every available means to undermine the ruling government. And this is what these people are trying to do. It's just a political program and nothing more. It does not translate to not explain to taxpayers here and there, blah blah blah. You cannot remove international perception from political communication. There is nowhere in the world, even America, where they now go to United States of America, the United Kingdom, France, and all of that, and Europe, they care about international perception. Nobody will pay deaf ear to international perception. And I think that correcting such kind of error is key in political communication. As someone that has been in politics for the past almost 2 decades now, I believe that you cannot take it away from political communication. And it is very key and strategic. What they are doing, trying to showcase their work. You people are in Abuja. You will attest to the fact that the Minister of the FCT, irrespective of the fact that majority of us do not subscribe to his style of leadership, he's doing a lot of job in Abuja. His transformation leadership is there. It is physical to everyone. So my response to that is very simple. International perception is key. And as a people, if you do not, as a person, if you do not like whatever that your activities, there is no way. If it does not come to you, you at the long run you will be giving other people the leverage to destroy whatever that you have been doing. So I think it is proper for them to go do that. It is political communication, and it has nothing to do with our negative leadership.
All
It
right.
is key and strategic. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Prince Gostein. But you raised the issue of the FCT minister doing so much in FCT. No doubt about that. Road construction, bridge constructions are presently being going on in the FCT. But there are issues that are still in the front burner that he's still yet to look into, that is still yet to tackle. Presently, as we speak, all the primary schools in, I think, the six local governments in Abuja here, the teachers are on strike. Doctors have been on strike for the past 1 week now. And then there are communities in FCT that in the past 7 months, I can tell you, have not seen light. These are issues on the front burner, and yet you go to the international.
Is it just the roads we are going to? Is that the achievement here?
I wonder, yeah. And then you are saying that it is good for international communication for these things to be done. But for me personally, I believe that so much ought to be done first in Nigeria before we take ourselves out there in the international scene. Comrade, I don't know if you have a response, but I would want to take your last word on the show. I mean, Comrade James Chidi Okeke, if you are still there with us, would want to take your last word, and what advice would you have for Nigeria at a time like this?
Let me just quickly just throw one line to the other young man with us. I think, yeah, justifying what is not justifiable is a very, very dangerous line to do anyway. The people going to the moon to render account of stewardship. Are they going there with their own pocket money? Are they going there with the taxpayers' money? At the end of the day, what is even the job of what is even the role? What they are going to do there is going to do for Nigerians? Is it going to bring down the cup of gari or cup of egusi in the market? Anyway, that is just it for it.
People are abandoning their constitutionally assigned duty to run to UK to give account of stewardship to people who have no business with this stewardship account. How will you tell a UK citizen that the road leading to my village have been overrun by armed men, have been overrun by cattle rustlers, have been overrun by people who have no business whatsoever with gun? How will you tell a UK citizen, how can I explain to a UK citizen that I want to go to my village tomorrow and there is no access? There is no way I can return to my village. And this is what these people are doing. Abandoning their constitutionally assigned duty to go to UK, and you ask people, they talk about international dimension. What dimension? What international dimension? They say people are changing the narratives for them. Do the work and people are saying it. Which narrative? Do the job that you are constitutionally assigned to do. Even the blind can see when you are walking. Even the deaf can hear when you are walking. It is only ineptitude that needs to be defended. It is only ineptitude that you need to run to the moon, to the sun, to go and defend yourself for. If these people are performing, is there any need to run to UK to tell the UK Parliament or to tell Nigerians living in diaspora that you are doing well? Those Nigerians who are living in diaspora, they know literally everything. They are the ones taking care of the bills of their parents at home. They are the ones taking care of the bills of their brothers who have not jackpot from the country. They are the ones literally taking care. In fact, everything lies on them. How do you now go to tell them what they know about? Which international dimension are we talking about here? The most unfortunate thing is that these trips are funded with taxpayers' money. These trips are funded with taxpayers' money, and these taxpayers are the ones feeling the pain of your ineptitude. When we tabulate the actual cost of this foreign trip, this gallivanting, you will find out that this foreign trip can actually put up a factory in one location in Nigeria that may be able to absorb 50 or 100 Nigerians and pull them out of poverty perpetually. But no, they cannot do this. These politicians have this mentality that Nigerian is theirs and is theirs for life. This is the more reason why so a lot of us we are falling in love and are still falling in love with P2B. A P2B government can never be this insensible. A P2B government can never fund this kind of gallivanting, this foreign trip that is not bringing anything to the coffers of Nigeria. A P2B government can never. P2B told us that when he was a governor, that people who used to go with him whenever he has any occasion to travel or to go and deliver speech anywhere, that he cut all of them off. But this one, they are actually deliberately putting them so that they can satisfy them, they can make them happy, they will keep swindling off Nigerians, keep running Nigeria the way they want it, and the people are hungry. Nigeria is also a foreign nation to US, UK, France, and Germany. Please, I ask you, how many times have UK, France, US, also how many times have their presidents come here or their government officials come here in Nigeria to render account of stewardship to Nigerians or even to the Nigerian government? Please, how many times have they come here in Nigeria to render account of stewardship? How they have been running their government? Maybe people are not understanding them the way they claim they are not understanding them here. And they are coming to Nigeria to render account of stewardship. That is to tell you the kind of people who we have in governance. They are thinking, their mentality. Thank you, gentlemen in the studio. Thank you, Jerry.